guys, I am back and I'm here with my reborn baby Zoe. She is the Zuri Sculpt by Bountiful Baby. This is an amazing baby. Her artist is Samantha Rose-Harker, and I bought her from eBay. And I'm going to answer a question I get all the time, and I'm sure a lot of you guys get this question as well. And it is, where do you get these babies? And also, where do you get the money for these babies? And so they're both kind of pretty simple answers. And so I'm going to change her into this romper by Carter's. Just, it's still pretty chilly. I mean, although we've been starting to get some nice, 70-degree days and sunny days lately, which has been great. But it's still pretty cold outside. So I haven't, it still feels a little cold to wear this, but the nice thing is she's a reborn, so she doesn't get cold. And I know a lot of you guys like to dress the babies according to the weather outside, so I totally get that. It just adds to the realism for sure. Anyway, she's wearing this like Alice in Wonderland romper, and guys, I haven't been buying stuff for the babies recently and haven't been purchasing new babies. As of late, I've just, I did buy the Frozen doll that you guys saw in one of my recent videos, and, and I think just right now I feel very happy with my collection. I do see new babies coming out that are amazing, but especially with silicones, like I don't know if, I don't know if for myself I need to buy a new silicone at the moment. I just feel very happy with the dolls I have in my nursery. But speaking of silicones, I need to do some videos with some of my other silicone babies soon because I do miss them. And I've just been busy at work, and, we're all a little under the weather. And so, and just trying to cope with, just all everything going on right now in the world with the coronavirus. And my heart just feels heavy, you guys. Like I'm just so worried about the healthcare workers who are really on the front lines without any protection, they're having to reuse masks and wear garbage bags, and I'm just like, we need to get them more protective gear like ASAP. And I will never look at a healthcare worker or a grocery store worker or a post office worker or a delivery worker the same again. Like, I just have huge respect for everyone who's out there on the front lines, being exposed to this virus potentially day by day, really risking their lives to keep our society running. If any of you guys watching work in one of these professions, or are in any other essential business, and you're not able to shelter at home, I consider it a privilege, honestly. I know a lot of us have complained and kind of our worst moments about having to be stuck at home and not being able to go out, and do things, and maybe some boredom and things like that. But gosh, you guys, we are so incredibly lucky to even have that privilege of being able to stay home. If you don't work in one of these professions where you do need to be out and exposed to people day to day, just consider ourselves very blessed. And please pray for those people who are kind of really putting their lives on the line for us, especially the ER workers and, my goodness, the healthcare workers especially. I just have such respect. And coming from someone who can't really stand the sight of blood, like I knew I could never be a doctor. Growing up, I had a lot of friends in college who were pre-med and, went that route. And I'm just so humbled, like that. There are people who, really choose a profession that helps people in that way. And so, but yes, we're very, very grateful for all the doctors, all the nurses, all the healthcare workers, especially. So anyway, guys, I know I keep talking about things related to the virus. I just can't help it. It's just, this is our world. It feels like we're at war in a way, and we all need to pull together and do our part. It's so important. So as long as I have this YouTube platform, I will keep on reiterating that message because it's the least I can do, and if we stay home, we're doing this for them too, to help protect them, because if we can slow the virus's spread, that also lessens the chance that one of these workers will get it as well. So please, please, please do your part. Okay, back to my topic. So where do I get my babies? I usually like to buy directly from the artist whenever possible. And if you're wondering like which artist to buy from, that is really up to you. There are so many artists out there, so many talented artists. You know, for silicones, I have primarily purchased from, you know, Andrea Arcello. I have bought a Claire Taylor baby, the secondhand, my Noah, who is beautiful, and now is in Erica Jones's collection. Um, that's the only Claire Taylor baby that I've owned, but I've owned a lot of Andrea Arcello, Maggie, and Lai, Eleanor. I've owned quite a few of her babies, and then my custom babies as well: Emery May, Melina, baby Lynn, and then my baby Ethan babies are all from Andrea. So, and always had wonderful experiences. And then Jenny Lee, I have my Ella, who I call Mia, from Jenny Lee, and then Noe Art Dolls, my Evelyn, who is the Emerson sculpt. So I just wanted to share with you, there are, and I think with Jenny Lee and with Noe Art Dolls, I met the two of them at a Rose Doll show a few years ago, and that was how I got introduced to their work. So whenever the doll shows are, a lot of the doll shows are canceled for 2020. I know that Rose and IDTNS are canceled. I'm not sure about the Kansas show since that one is later in the summer. I think they're keeping their fingers crossed they won't have to cancel that one, so we'll see. But yeah, we have, you know, it's the shows have been canceled, but when we do have them again in 2021, definitely recommend checking them out. It's a great way to get exposed to lots of artists. And I think a doll show is a perfect place to pick up a new doll because you can actually see the babies. You know, a lot of the artists will let you pick them up and hold them so you can kind of get a feel. And sometimes dolls look just a little different from the photos, and so it's nice to see them in person. And so doll shows would be a great place. And that's also a great place to meet artists. Otherwise, I recommend joining Doll Fan. It's doll-fan.com. It's a $20 a year membership. People aren't like as active on there as they used to be, but people do still sell reborns and silicones. And that was actually where I bought my my Adam, my big Joseph 3 months baby. So I saw a post in the Reborn for sale section. eBay is another great place. With eBay, you just want to make sure you check out the seller's feedback. And I would really stick with reputable artists on eBay. Just, you can tell if they've written a very professional listing, if they have a lot of positive, if they have 100% positive feedback. Those are things that I would definitely keep an eye out for with eBay. Reborns.com is another good site, and it is not a scam site. Some people have asked me about that. They are usually more of the moderate price range reborns. So eBay, you'll find a lot of the higher end reborns. You'll find everything on eBay, a really big blend, but some of the prototype reborns will almost always auction on eBay, and a lot of those will go for several $1,000s. But reborns.com is a great place to find a more moderately priced baby. Kind of if you're looking to spend in the 200 to 500 range, I'd say the majority of the dolls on reborns.com are in that range. And it's very easy. You hop on, you can scroll through like you're shopping online at any other site, pay PayPal to check out, and then the artist will deliver the baby to you. It's great. So that's another site. And then Facebook is the other way. I would say with Facebook, you just have to be a little bit more careful. Make sure you know who you're dealing with. And, you know, if, you know, it's fine to ask for references, ask for a safety picture. And just with custom orders, you know, you want to make sure you work with someone that you trust. I do take custom orders, although I've one in the works, and I've really slowed down a lot on my painting. I've just been busy with life and with work. So, but you know, just, but yeah, custom orders are definitely another way to do it. So hopefully I've given you some ideas of where to buy these dolls. And as for the second question, you know, how do you afford them? I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I I work full time. I save my money just like everyone else, and I do have a good job, so I'm fortunate in that way. But I know that this is a hobby that, you know, people from all different economic situations can enjoy. And, you know, it just may look different for everyone. So if you're on a lower income, you know, somebody asked me about if I could offer layaway for another one of my silicone babies and they could maybe pay $100 or $200 a month, it's very difficult for someone to do that long of a layaway, especially if you're talking about, let's say it's a $3,000 silicone baby, which is actually on the less pricey end for full body silicones. I mean, and let's say you could do $300 a month. I mean, that would, yeah, that would be a 10-month layaway. It's a pretty long time. I mean, what I would recommend is put yourself on a layaway. Set aside a little PayPal fund or a separate bank account and just put like some money in there whenever you have a little bit of extra, and just gradually save up so that you can pay for a baby in full when you see the right one. That would be my recommendation. And I know it can be hard to be motivated to save when you don't have a baby that you're putting that money towards, but there are so many amazing dolls coming out all the time. That would be my recommendation. Just do it bit by bit, and you'll be able to save in no time. So I hope that that's helpful. And yeah, I just wanted to hop on and make this video. And yeah, thanks so much. And Zoe and I are going to say bye. We'll see you on the next one.